Okay, this is Vanguard Global LLC with another video on how you can increase your income and start making more money month in and month out, as well as building your business. Whatever your business is, we're here to help you build that business. We're here to help you build it in every way possible. So whether it's business structure, financing, any of those good things, we're here. And it doesn't really matter your type of business. What matters is, are you really ready to build your business? Are you serious about that? But in the meantime, between time, we're going to give you a bunch of good business ideas so that you can start making money right here, right now. All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about in this video is a place where you can go and start buying vehicles from government auctions. We love government auctions, right? Whether it's tax lien sales for properties or buying vehicles, like in this particular instance, it's all about buying vehicles. And so this company here offers this program that we think is ridiculously awesome. And in this program, it teaches you how and where to buy, like it says, cars, trucks, SUVs from government auctions all across the country, all 50 states, and in every jurisdiction in the country. You're going to be able to go out and buy from government auctions. So I'm going to definitely leave a link in the description for you for this video. For this particular program, so that you'll be able to go. The program's called Government Auctions, so you'll be able to go to government auctions and see where you can, buy for your specific area in the country. I wanted to give you an example. Scroll down here so you can see, as an example, what they are saying you can buy. All right, online and in person at the various government auctions. A lot of places are not doing in person right now simply because of the COVID-19 situation. Some still are, but let's just say online for right now. Here is an example of what I consider to be a pretty good deal. When you have a 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500, and I've been looking at trucks for a bit now, and they are crazy expensive. So on this particular one, the book value is $42,470. At auction, this thing went for $22,970. Now you could definitely take this vehicle and resell it and make good money on it, but I wouldn't do that. I would take this vehicle and make more money on it by actually putting it out for rental. Excuse me. And I'm going to give you a couple of really good ideas on how to do that. So here's another one. As you can see, it's a 2021 Mazda. Book value is $31,500, and the purchase price was $19,000. We're gonna move on, and I want to explain to you something in a bit about, even though these are costing this person $19,000 here, and here's an Audi. It costs them $13,500. Here's a Honda. Once again, $16,000. It seems like a lot of money. Here is a $13,500 purchase on a 2019 Toyota RAV4. All of which, I know for a lot of people, you think, man, that's a lot of money to come up with. But if you can come up with that, look at the difference between the book value and the actual purchase value. Huge difference. And they tell you right here, they give, all these are estimated exactly because, in truth, the book value might be $24,850 on this, but you might not be able to sell it that much. You might be able to sell it for like $20,000. Who knows? It's going to really depend on the condition of the vehicle, and what the market is right here, right now in your specific area. But I'm going to tell you guys, there are so many greater ways of making money in these days and times than buying something, than the whole arbitrage thing where you're buying low and selling high. I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna give you exactly what you need to do, in my opinion. But you're gonna want to buy, right? You're gonna want to buy correctly, and then I'm going to show you how you can make a small fortune by buying at auction, and then subsequently renting out your vehicle, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of different places that you can do that. So here's a website, and it's called Turo, Turo. I've already kind of plugged in a rental date and rental history, and I'm going to go back to the front page of the website soon and show you some other things on this website. But just as a starting point, I already scrolled down here earlier, so instead of making this video longer than it needs to be, so I can give you some examples. Here is a Kia that you could probably buy at auction for anywhere between $4,000 and $7,000, depending on the amount of mileage it has, as well as the condition of the vehicle. But we see these type of cars at auction for 2020, 2018, 2019, 2021 for between, as I stated earlier, it could once again, mileage and condition of the vehicle at auction can go anywhere from mid fours to $7,000, maybe a little bit more than that. But on this vehicle, if you looking at this number here at the $52 a day, in our math, you can take this this vehicle at that rate at $52 a day. I'm gonna pull up my calculator here really quick and do the math for you. $52 a day, and we're gonna times that $52 a day times just 15 days out of the month. 15 days out of the month means that you can make $780 a month on this vehicle in gross, right? That's, to me, that's pretty good. It's just a Kia, and at $780 a month in gross, let's see, let's time that times 12 months. That gives us $9,360. So in the first year, and obviously all of these, I'm not telling you this is the exact math, because we're not at an auction, we're not buying the vehicle and then subsequently putting it on. These are all guesstimates. So within the first year, even renting it out 15 days a month on Turo, you would be able to have a net profit of over $3,000, right? So 7, 8, 9, so in between $2,000 and $3,000. If you're renting it out 15 days a month, you're winning. And you still retain the vehicle as an asset that you can use. You can drive around yourself if you need to. And so the game plan here is twofold. You take this vehicle, you're able to use it yourself if you want to, and make, once again, your money back on it plus a profit in the course of 12 months. And that's only renting it out part-time, 15 days out of the month. If you calculate that out, it's a win all the way around, because you still maintain the asset. You've made money on it, you maintain the asset, and after 2 years of doing that, you will be in position that you can still sell this vehicle, let's just say even at a low rate, right? So if you sold the vehicle for between $4,000 and $5,000, I'll even say $4,000, because of the amount of money that you're going to lose on it, because of the depreciation and the mileage that's going to be on the vehicle. So let's take the $9,360. Let's do that times 2, and that is $18,720. So that in 2 year period of time, you've made an extra, or grossed an extra $18,000. Then you turn around and you sell the vehicle for, let's just say, even $4,000. So you take the $4,000, you add that on, and that gives you 19,000. That's not right. Those numbers aren't right. But 18,000, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you should have about $22,000. And with the $22,000, even if you take out, I'm doing this rough math, okay? So if you take out you gross $22,000 over the 2-year span, and then you take out we're going to give it the high end, and we're going to say minus $7,000. That gives you $15,000 that you've made net or gross net over the 2-year period of time. And you've still been able to sell off the vehicle, and you were still able to use the vehicle. And that's doing all this part-time. Keep that in mind. There are people that are on Turo that are doing this as a full-time income. And with that full-time income, that's a consumer report deal. But people that are doing it as a full-time income, they are killing it. They are, there's one couple on here that they've been able to buy a new Jeep Wrangler or Jeep whatever it is every year because they are able to because they're doing this business. Their thing is they have 5 vehicles that they have on Turo, and their deal is they look at it as a long-term investment. And if you go to their website, Turo's website, you'll be able to find a lot of examples of what people are doing to make money, how they're doing it, and whether or not they're doing it as a full-time or part-time business. The couple I just mentioned, they, excuse me, are not doing it as a full-time business. They're doing it as a part-time business because both of them have full-time jobs, and they're still able to average about $1,000 per month per vehicle that they have. So I think that in my mind that's pretty good. It just is kind of a no-brainer in my brain. If you can make $1,000 a month on average per vehicle, and once again those people are doing it part-time, it's a win. So go to Turo, check it out. You can even rent out your own vehicle. You don't have to buy a vehicle. You can rent your own vehicle out. And I also wanted to point out, if you were able to, at auction, buy an RV, here's another company that you might want to look into. It's called Outdoorsy. And with Outdoorsy, they are called the Airbnb of outdoor vehicles. Huge website, and they're not the only one that offers this service, but people on average are renting out their RVs from anywhere from $150 all the way up to several $100s per night, and people are doing quite well. There are people on this website that are claim to be making anywhere from as much as $5,000 a year extra to $35,000 a year extra. But you can check out the site for yourself. But it all starts where I said first, which is buy this program, learn how to buy cars at auction. Realistically, there are cars that you can find at auction for just a few $1,000s, and there's don't look at a car as something that you fall in love with. It should be an asset for you. If you're not using it, it should be making money for you. So consider that. If you have a car that's sitting in your driveway, you're not using it, even if it's your car, if you want to do that. I don't know if I'd do that with my own personal car, but if it's something were to happen, if someone were to get into an accident, then you're out of a car for a period of time. But if it's a spare car, I would make money on that spare car. I've given you 2 really good ways of doing that. So I'm going to put a link for this program in the description, and if you would like, buy the program. It's very inexpensive, and it will teach you so much. And the last bonus way that I'm going to tell you how to make money, so I have quite a few friends actually that drive and make money on Uber. So the thing is that one of my buddies, he drives Uber XL or Uber Black or whatever it is. He makes a really good living doing that. And he does it part-time because he has a full-time job, and he makes thousands of dollars extra every month. So I want you to keep that in mind. if you have one of these cars that you don't mind putting a bunch of miles on, basically tearing up, you can make money on it in several different ways. You can Uber if you choose to, or you can just rent the thing out. A buddy of mine was just telling me, just literally, we had a conversation, I think it's 3 days ago now, where he was driving Uber and he was using his little Toyota, and then he switched from that to a van that they bought. And so the difference, first of all, he said the client base is way different because now that he does the Uber van service, whatever, it pays more. So he gave me an example. He pulled up on his phone where for 12 hours of driving, he made $485. I think to me that's cuckoo for cocoa, right? So he drove 12 hours and he made $485. So almost $500 for just 12 hours of driving. In my world, I think that's pretty good. So it all starts with how to buy cars properly, where to buy them properly. And I'm going to put a link in the description. So please check out that link. And I think that you would be pleasantly surprised on, the auctions that you can find in your local area and how to make money, which is the most important thing. You can turn this into a full-fledged business if you want. So the same person I was just talking about, he has friends that are driving Uber Black. They do $5,000 a week driving Uber Black, but they're driving Escalades and they're driving Suburbans. I'm sorry, I couldn't get it come up to my head. But they're working it full time, like it's a full time gig. But there aren't very many places you can go, and without education, without anything, but just a clean background, and buy a vehicle, hopefully at auction, and take that vehicle and go out and start making that kind of money in this gig economy that we live in. So this video is a wrap. I will once again put that description on where you can start buying cars at deep discount at auction sites all across the country. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for your time. Vanguard Global out.